How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Beyond the Arc podcast. Yes, this is Beyond the Arc podcast. I'm here with Sully, and I'm not gonna lie, Sully. It's been a while since we've done some stuff together. I've been missing talking to you about all things basketball, and you strike me as a very stylish kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Like, I don't know where you got that idea from. Maybe, I don't know. I've just been styling out recently on my Instagram. I don't know, but I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
yeah. Well, I think you're pretty stylish, so I wanted to do this last week, but I didn't want to rank the NBA City Edition jerseys without my stylish counterpart.
Damn, he's gonna make me blush.
Well, I've come out here in one of my favorite Leeds jerseys. You're wearing a hoodie, but
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
picking
not,
you up, and you're wearing a hoodie. This
I'm not
this this
exactly
this
styling
can't
it
rank.
out much.
No, but trust me, Sully is a very stylish guy when he wants to be. Um, how are you doing today,
That's
mate?
true. I'm
How are you
doing
doing
very
today,
good,
man?
man. I'm excited. I've been seeing these jerseys and everything as well, and I'm quite excited to rank them because there's some nice ones. I'm not gonna lie, but there's also some stinkers.
Yeah, there's
Like,
some pretty poor ones. I think this is going to be pretty interesting because when we do ranking videos, it's kind of a case of we rank how teams have done, and it's pretty obvious that people were expecting Golden State to do really well,
mm,
and yet they haven't, so they must go in the bottom tier. But I think style is very subjective,
yeah,
potentially.
you're right. You're right on that one.
So I think I don't know. We might disagree with a few things here, but
Mm.
in the end, hopefully, we should come to an agreement. We are putting them in a good old trusty tier list, as you can
Yep.
hopefully see on the screen right now. The tiers range from top, which is inspirational jersey, because them jerseys are so inspirational. I'm telling you, the Golden State Warriors one probably won't be up there, but we cat ranging from kind of cold, mid kits, pretty bland, and then the bottom tier, get it in the bin. It's just a dead jersey.
Just
Sack it
get
off.
it gone. Get it gone.
Now, I don't know. I don't know about you. This is a question I'm going to ask before we start. Do you look at City Edition jerseys and kind of like take into account the history behind how the jersey's been made, or
Sometimes, like I know, obviously with the City Edition jerseys, there's always something about it, like or some sort of context. And I don't look into it always. Like when we're ranking it, 9 out of 10 times, I will just be looking at the jersey itself. But
okay?
there are cases like that there might be something special about it or something, and it's good to know. I'd say at least it's good to know because then you can understand where they're coming from in the design and everything. But I can't lie and say I know the history or the context behind every single City jersey this year.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like the Bulls one, I might know a little bit about, but otherwise, yeah, probably not. I might be able to
Mm,
hazard a guess
yeah, I've
from the
seen a
jersey.
couple on Instagram, and like when they come up, I guess I'll say what it is. But other than that, like I can't say for all of them because I don't know.
Yeah, right. Well, I think when I that's kind of similar with me. When I look at a jersey, I'm looking at one how different it is to their regular like home and away jerseys. Because
Yeah.
let's be honest, this is a jersey that's only going to be worn 6, 7 times in a season. It needs to stand out, in my
Mm,
opinion. When you're wearing this jersey, the opposition team needs to think, "Damn, we're gonna be hit with some next level offense
yeah,
here."
some
Um,
different sauce.
yeah, and also just how nice it looks, really, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I think
true.
we should I think we should start initially. We're gonna probably go alphabetically. We're gonna
Okay,
start with Atlanta.
okay.
Atlanta's jersey. I'm not gonna lie. From what I'm seeing here, like you've obviously, I might get the Instagram post up just so I can see them a bit bigger. But I
Mm.
kind of I kind of like the font on it. I'm not gonna lie.
See, I was kind of thinking the opposite. I like the colors and the trim, but I don't like the font. I think it looks very PowerPoint, Microsoft type. But like, I really like the colors and the trim and everything. But the actual font, I'm not a fan at all. I feel like it just looks very out of place. Like, and I don't know. Like, it just doesn't seem very Atlanta Hawks to me.
Yeah, let me try. I don't know. I'm looking at the colors now.
Mm,
Because what I've got on the screen right now is just the pictures on the tier list. Like
Hmm.
the picture that I'm pretty sure you're looking at is what it looks like on like a model.
Yeah.
And I'm not like I'm looking at it on a model, and it does look pretty bland. Like I like the
Mm.
orange,
Hmm.
but it's too like normal for me, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's not very standout. Like,
Yeah. Like
mm,
if it was me, I'd stick it in mid.
I'd say it's mid. Yeah, I like the colors, but I wouldn't wear it personally, but I wouldn't violate someone for wearing it either.
No, no, true. Look at us agreeing.
Yeah,
Let's see.
crazy
Let's see.
selective.
Let's see if we agree on Boston's kit. Boston have
Kind
a
of the
lot of
same.
history, so their City Edition jerseys do really need to be up there.
Quite old.
Really,
Yeah, I mean, like obviously the font of the writing is very old school, like Celtic, like what it used to look like back in the day.
yeah,
And
it does look a lot like the Bill Russell jerseys, like back
yeah,
in
and even
that
like the
day.
numbering, you can tell it's like the old school way. The coloring, I quite like it. I personally wouldn't rock it, but again, I feel like it's I want is if there was a tier between mid and the one above mid, it would go in there, but I'd have to put it in mid, but like at the front.
You think it's mid? I like it. I do
Do
really
you
like it.
really?
I think
Yeah.
yeah. I think I like the down the side the
Yeah.
texture that put on there,
Like
the rings
yeah,
down there to show
the
how many like I can hazard a guess about what that is a homage to. Obviously Boston Celtics with their rich history.
yeah.
I do really like it. I also kind of just like it's very similar in the way that the Atlanta one's like quite dark, but I like the green.
Yeah, I really like the little subtle green in there. I think it's quite nice with the rings as well. To be fair, that is quite, and I guess maybe they're paying, like you said, probably paying homage to Bill Russell, obviously passing away earlier this year. So I guess with that, the history of it is quite important. And it's just, I just feel like it's nice to be fair, but I personally wouldn't wear it. But I do rate it. Like I rate it more than the Atlanta one. I'll say that.
I put it more towards the bottom of the second tier.
Yeah, I can back you on that one actually.
First one in kind of cold, the Boston Celtics. As we move on to the Brooklyn Nets, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I like the Nets jersey.
No man, I, nah, bro. I mean, KD probably looks at that and thinks this is why. That's the main reason he wanted to trade. He said he wanted to trade because the players are dead. Really, is because it's because of that, bro. That is that is. I'm not a fan of that at all. I don't like the font. The colors are all over the place. I mean, and because like it's kind of similar to like one of the Brooklyn Nets like city jerseys from a few years ago that I had, and I kind of liked that, but then over the years I think they got a bit silly with it. Me personally, I'm not a fan of that one at all.
No, I think the like the yellow and the blue colors at the end of like the brackets are probably
Mm,
the only the in my opinion the only downside. I kind of like the whole. I like how different it is to many other to many of their other ones. I mean, I
yeah,
think it's a very simple style compared to potentially some of the others that we'll see. Whereas a lot of teams try and go for
some
either
outside of the box. Yeah,
a curly font almost or like
yeah.
different colors and that.
Mm,
I don't think Brooklyn's is that bad, but I will appreciate your opinion.
I mean, if you ask me, it looks just as bad as their record right now because that.
Hey! Chicago are tied with them, man. Don't calm down. I put it fourth. I won't put it fifth here.
Yeah, no, I can agree. I'll back you on that one. It's not. If we're judging off 50, there's only one that would probably go in there. But when we
I
get to
don't
it, we
know.
get to it.
I don't know. I'm looking at a few now, and I think a few need to go in.
Maybe a
But
few, but there's only one on my mind that is definitely going in there.
yeah, Charlotte up next, and whilst on this on the tier list, the little like the little rims of the V neck the neck it
Mm,
looks a bit white on the tier list screen. It's actually like a neon like mint green, and I kind of
yeah,
like that.
I think this is one of the nicest ones out of all of them. The
Yeah,
lettering on the front is
I think that's a
questionable.
bit
I mean,
questionable. Yeah.
but me personally, I would rock that definitely. I think that's really nice. I know, but I feel like the color black on the City jerseys is coming a bit too common. Like, but I think this one's really cold. I think it it's very as well like it's completely different from what we see in just the regular like their
Yeah,
normal
yeah, yeah.
jerseys. I
I,
think
I
this
always
is
I always like it when they like it's not Chicago or like
yeah,
I don't know Pacers or like when
yeah,
it's when they've like they've broken it down. I mean Brooklyn did do that, but I
mm,
don't think it's that bad. But you obviously disagree.
yeah. That's the
I, I, d- I, d- I do like the Charlotte one. I think the green kind of makes it look a lot better. I
yeah,
think the blend of colors is very good. They all complement
hundred
each other
percent.
quite well.
Yeah, I really like the Charlotte one.
I'd potentially say it's a candidate for top.
I could agree with you. I could absolutely agree with you. I feel like if not top, then it's definitely right at the top of the second tier.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we could put it either. I'm happy with either.
Yeah, I'll stick in the top for now. We can move it depending on how many ones at the
Yeah.
top we put. Charlotte's not Charlotte. Chicago. We're just done Charlotte's. Chicago's is up next, and as a Chicago fan, compared to the last few city editions we've had, it's not great. But like I've looked at it on like their promotional videos, and it's like I've looked at it on Zach Levine and
Mm.
on DeMar DeRozan, and I quite like it on the person. But
Yeah.
let's be honest, it does look very just ordinary on like just in general, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, to tell you the truth, it doesn't look very City edition.
I
Like,
would
I
say
mean,
if someone showed me that jersey, I just think it was like an away jersey or something.
yeah, 100%. I mean, I think there's some like detailing within the white on the jersey. I might be wrong. Um, I do like the trim taping on the outside, like going into the shorts. I think that's quite creative. But and I like that it's like a darker red rather than like the original, like
Yeah,
just bright red. Like I like the choice of there, but like as a jersey itself is quite nice. As a City edition jersey, it's not very standout. I would
yeah.
call it mid if you ask me.
I no, I'd call it mid too. I think the main thing that you got to point out though is the red on the side. It does look quite nice, like when it's being worn
Yeah.
by someone. Like a lot of these jerseys are just very much
Mm.
um like same color all the way around, but
Yeah.
this has like a constant strip down the
Definitely.
side. I do think it is pretty mid though, and I think it's worse
Mm.
than Atlanta's.
Oh, I don't think it's worse than Atlanta's.
For real?
Yeah, I don't think it's worse than theirs. I would actually wear this, like,
Okay.
as a jersey itself. I think this
Okay.
is quite nice. I would wear it to be honest.
Cleveland Cavaliers up next, and the jersey looks a lot like quite similar to Chicago's in terms of coloring, but
Mm.
obviously, it like the lettering on there is obviously different.
Yeah, I don't know like where the thought process was with this one. I'm not a fan of this at all. I can respect the fact that it's very much a City Edition jersey though. Like you can
You can tell.
obviously tell 100%. And I like that creativity about it, but I'm not a fan of the design and everything. But I quite like the coloring and I
Yeah,
like the inside detailing of the numbers and stuff. I quite like that. But the actual like whole 3D thing with the land bit in the middle, I'm not a fan of. But it's okay.
I know we're not talking about jerseys here, but I like the shorts. Um,
The shots are quite nice to be
on the
fair.
Cleveland. I like the light blue around the Cleveland logo on the shorts. You guys won't be able to see this on the tier list, but look it
It's like
up.
a bat.
I do kind of like the shorts.
Yeah. No, they're quite nice. They're quite nice. I can't lie.
I do think it is just a very generic color and jersey though.
No, yeah,
Like I'd put it
definitely.
in
I
mid.
mean, the color in itself, yeah, it's not very outside of the box, but I can accept the fact that out of all of them so far, this one looks the most like a City Edition type jersey.
Yeah, but equally, I do think it's mid.
Yeah, I can agree.
Yeah, I'll stick it near the top though. It gets extra points because it looks like a city edition.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good shout.
We'll move to Denver, and again, it does look just very generic. But
Yeah,
equally, it's I think like this hasn't. I don't think white is one of Denver's like prime colors. I think it's what
no,
yellow and blue.
blue.
So I
Yeah,
respect the change in that, I guess. But otherwise,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't like I don't like the blue box like fading thing down the side. I don't really get that.
Yeah, if it wasn't faded, if it just continued, I probably would have liked it. But I don't like the like ombre type thing they've gone and done with the side. Like it's not yeah, it doesn't really bang like that. Like if it was solid, like it didn't fade, it probably would look nicer. I like the trim of the outside, like with the neck and everything, like that color's kind of nice. But like I said, it's very bland. It's not very standout, amazing type. Like I mean, I'd wear it though. Like as a jersey, it looks nice, but like you said, City Edition, they're not amazing. But I can appreciate the fact that it's one of their like, it's not one of their regular colors. So
Saying that though, would you put it in pretty bland or mid?
um, mid.
Yeah. Whereabouts?
Yeah, I'd put
Better
it like
than better than Chicago? Not better than Chicago?
no, I wouldn't say it's better than Chicago.
Better than Atlanta?
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. I don't think
Yeah.
any that are gonna be below Atlanta on that
Okay.
tier
Fair.
anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Dallas. Dallas next, and in my opinion, I don't like the kit.
See, I don't like the fact that it's one of their normal, like blue is one of their normal colors, but I really like the like old school theme of the Dallas in the middle. I quite like that. I think it's quite like creative. I've not seen that like many times, and
I
I think they've gone,
I personally feel like if it was just white and it didn't have that green like
yeah,
undertone, I think it was all right. Just
yeah,
the green puts me off. I don't like the green at all.
yeah. No, you're right. I think the green is a little bit because on my picture you can't see it too much, so I had to zoom in to see that. But yeah, that's not amazing to be fair. That kind of puts it off, but. It'd have to be if that wasn't there, it wouldn't be in the mid section. But for me, it's mid. But for you, it might be a bit lower.
Yeah, I think it's in the bland. I think it's better than Brooklyn's, but I think
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know if I'd wear. I was gonna say I'd wear it, but I don't think I would. But it's nice to look at some kind of.
yeah, I'm gonna put my foot down, put it in pretty bland, in my opinion. I don't know. I think it's like at the top because I do think it gets bonus points with it. You know, they have tried to be different with it, but I just don't like the green.
Yeah, yeah, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, Detroit up next, and if I again, I mean it looks all right on this picture that I've got here, but on this tier list one, it looks terrible. It looks a lot darker green, is probably what I'd say. In an actual person compared to what it looks like on the tier list one, and I think that makes it okay. If it was like because it's like snot green on the tier list, and no, absolutely not. I think it's all
Yeah,
right.
I
Darker green though.
it. Mm, I mean, I just don't like any of it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's probably the worst one of the worst ones we've seen so far. I mean,
Real.
I can respect the fact that it's very much a City jersey, but other than that, I think it's quite horrific. I don't like the color. I
I
don't
like
like
the stars.
just
I like the
the
stars over the D.
no, I don't like any of it. Like,
For
I
real.
don't like any of.
To be fair,
Yeah, I don't know why
I
I'm
was gonna
saying that.
I was gonna put it in the I was gonna say I really didn't like it, but I didn't want you to like disagree with me. So I was like, I think it's
No,
alright.
I just don't like it at all. I think it's horrible. Like,
Bottom tier?
no, I mean the green is. I honestly, I would put it at the bottom. I think it's the worst one so far. I mean, it's not going to be the worst one because I know what is the worst one, but it it's horrible.
Fair.
It's
Should we move
absolutely
on to
horrible.
the Golden State? Should we move on to the Golden State Warriors then?
Yeah, we can violate that one.
I think I don't know. I think it's something that might grow on me if I'm honest with you. As the season goes by, but yeah, I don't know who
Like,
decide. I know it's like it's a statement to like as a homage to women, I think, or like women in basketball or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
I don't know if I'm wrong
I
in
saw
saying
that.
that, but even then, there's better ways to pay homage than putting a rose on your jersey.
Yeah, honestly, like obviously, I respect the effort that they've gone to pay homage to the women of society and the women of like like for example, the wives and girlfriends of the Golden State Warriors and the team and everything. But I mean, like you said, there's better ways, and maybe their wives aren't supporting them enough because they are playing worse than me and you. Uh, So. I think maybe
Steph isn't.
their
Steph isn't.
wives, Steph's wife is clearly supporting him, but the rest of them, I don't know. Um, and I mean, maybe they saw that jersey and said, you know what, we are not going to support you if you wear that because Jesus Christ, that is horrible. Like again, like I said, I can respect the you know the context behind it, but the actual jersey itself is like it looks like it somebody created it on 2K and then someone actually
Yeah,
printed it out and made it a real thing.
yeah, it doesn't. That summarizes it in my opinion. I think it might grow on me as the season goes on. To be fair, but I don't.
No, no. I like a lot of the Warrior. I've got a lot of Warrior jerseys. To be fair, I've got some of the City Edition ones as well. But that one, I can respectfully say I will not even give it a second's notice to if I buy it or not, because I absolutely will not.
It's in the bottom. It's in the bottom.
Yeah, yeah,
Move on
without a
to
doubt.
we'll move on to Houston. I think Houston's has been very similar, like year on year. I don't know. I think I vaguely recall this being the design for a lot of their like past City editions, and I'm not gonna lie, I like it.
Yeah, I think it's cold. I think it is really nice. I would that is one that I definitely get. Like that, I love it. I think the design is just the colors, everything is just so like that right there screams City Edition type jersey. Like it is
Yeah,
very clearly not one of their like home or away jerseys. It's very unique, like in terms of compared to the rest of like the League City Edition.
mm, yeah.
I really like it. I think it's honestly probably one of the best ones.
I I don't think I put it on the level of Charlotte though, in my opinion.
Oh no, I think the Charlotte one is nicer than this one.
Yeah, I'd say it's more on the level of the Boston kit that we put in the second tier. I do
Mm,
really
I,
like it though.
yeah, I think it's nicer than the Boston one, but I think second tier. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. But honestly,
I
I
don't know.
think
I
this
think
is one.
I think the white stripes down probably don't do it as much. I don't know. I don't really like.
Yeah, I
I do
feel like
like it, but
if they stopped. Mm,
I think maybe
no,
if
you're
they
right. I
like
think if they
didn't do
stopped
the
the
white stripes
stripes,
on it.
yeah, yeah. Like if they done it just the jersey, the stripes, then it would be all right. But if because they carried on, I think that kind of ruins it. I think you're right on that one.
Yeah. Indiana Pacers, and I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely think it's on the level of Golden State. I think it's a terrible kit.
Yeah, I think it's horrific. I don't think it's as bad as Golden State's, but it's not far off, to be honest. I don't know what the hell, like that golden, like flipping, like I don't even know what it's trying to be. Like maybe it's like a crane or something. I don't even know, but it looks like one of them things, like you know, like when there's a big building site and then there's like them. I don't even know, but it's just it looks so stupid, and uh, like the colors, it's just yeah, it makes no sense. Honestly, that is horrible.
In, Indiana heard City Edition jersey and thought they'd take it seriously.
They're like, we're gonna add buildings.
Well, I
Which is
mean, to be
honestly that is
fair, the way they've been playing, they have been dropping some bricks left and right. So,
yeah. I
well, to be
mean,
fair, I
yeah.
don't even know what I'm saying. They've got a positive record. They're in the playoffs. They're better than the Bulls. I'm rapidly
No,
falling out of love with the game of basketball.
no,
But
that one is poor.
The
Like
Pacers poor. Yeah,
I'm looking at that thing in the middle, and I'm expecting Spider-Man to come through one of them. Like that's what I'm seeing right now. Like,
imagine.
but that
Well,
is
yeah,
poor.
I think it's very comfortably in the bottom, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. I'll come back here on that one.
Move on to the Clippers, which both LA ones are very similar. But the
Yeah,
Clippers is
I think.
the Clippers is the darker one, the one
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
in the darker colors with the weird like multicolored backdrop on the Los Angeles. And I also don't like the fact that none of them are in capital, like none of the letters are in capital letters.
yeah. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that
And if
annoys
you
me a
didn't
little
say
bit.
the multicolored background thing, because I couldn't see it off the angle, but if I zoom in, then I can see it, and that is atrocious. Like,
Yeah, I don't
wow,
think it's great.
that is so bad. Off just off like a first look, like from the way that I can see it, it doesn't look bad. But then you said that I've gone and zoomed in, and oh my God, that is poor. Like,
Oh
to be
man.
honest, I don't like either the LA ones, I'm not gonna lie, but this one makes the Lakers one look amazing. That is not a nice like
I
that is
think from face value they both look quite nice. When you zoom in, they both like the Clippers one looks terrible and the Lakers one just looks bland. Don't
yeah,
like
the
there's much
Lakers.
there.
I like
There's not there.
the colors. Like I like the white, and I'm guessing that's like a dark purple.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and that is like I like the colors, but again, like you said, it's very bland, very
But like
um, like.
as we've seen, you know what we think about white jerseys. We don't like them as much.
And to be honest, it looks fake. Like you know, like if I was to see like a if I was to see a fake jersey, I think it's that. I'd be like, come on, boss, like that's not a real jersey. Like, but that it looks fake. Like it looks like they sell it on like the road down there. Like that we could walk down the road and you can see all the fake stuff. I feel like I'll see that
Oh, imagine. Well, I personally think the Clippers one goes bottom tier. I think it's better than
like a match.
Detroit's though, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
Detroit one is something else. But
And then the Lakers probably in the second or bottom one, the pretty bland tier.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'd say it's better than Brooklyn's maybe. I don't know.
I think it's better than Brooklyn.
Yeah, not better than Dallas. We'll keep Dallas ahead of the
Yeah,
Lakers.
yeah. I like the Dallas one more than
The Memphis Grizzlies, and again, I think like the Houston one, it's very similar to last year's.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's be
Regardless,
honest though,
though, I
if it
like
ain't
it.
broke, don't fix it. Yeah,
Don't fix it.
yeah.
Exactly.
Like that's
That
what
is
the
a
Bulls
nice
should have
jersey.
done. Last year's City Edition was so nice. We should have kept it, but we didn't.
I can't remember it to be fair, but this
It was like
Memphis one is.
the one that paid homage to like the early Jordan jerseys.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. With
Yeah,
with like with the font on the Chicago thing.
yeah. Like the ones that he won the dunk contest and that in with the chains on and that. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember now. That was cold. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They should have kept it.
yeah.
No,
Moving on.
no, you're right.
Memphis. I
I
do like the
like it.
Memphis one though.
I
Yeah,
like it. I really
I think
like it.
last year's was better. Like I'm not 100% certain on this, but I think last year's was a like a lighter jersey, and I know we haven't been
I was
kind
just
to
gonna say it was
like
like a
white
lighter
jerseys.
blue, I think.
Yeah, maybe I
I'm
don't know.
sure it
Like,
was like a yeah,
I'll have a
because
look.
I know the
Talk to me about it
design.
whilst I have a look.
Yeah, I'm sure it was like a similar design, but the color was different. But either way, I like it. I like this is one of the only jerseys that I've like picked a dark color, but it's really nice. Like I like the design. I like oh, where am I like the trim down the sides as well. I think they've done a good job with this one. Like plus, you know what it is? I was seeing like a TikTok or Twitter video something about the Memphis Grizzlies and how they've really impacted like culture within like the our generation type. Like they've embraced like a lot of like the now generation and they're more an NBA team right now that are for the younger people. Like you can tell they've got like younger players. Like their team is quite young. They're always dancing and stuff when they be winning. They on the open day they got walked out with I can't remember which rapper it was. And that's the first NBA team to do that stuff like that. And I think their jersey quite represents that as well. Like I wouldn't see like a 40-year-old guy repping that jersey. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is quite nice. Yeah, I
I
put it
wouldn't.
second tier.
I can agree with you on that one. I think it's
I
really
think
nice.
it's better than Boston's, but less good than Houston's.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Next up is Miami's, and once again, this is a very similar jersey to last year's, and again, I like it.
I don't mind it to be honest. I think Miami have always had really nice city jerseys.
Yeah,
It is quite similar to last year's one.
yeah. I think last year's was
It's
better.
quite
It was darker last year. I think it was
yeah,
like just
yeah,
black last year.
yeah.
This time it's white.
Mm,
We know what we think about white jerseys. Not as good, but I do like the style. I like the you know, like who's what, like, yeah, Brooklyn's, they try and go for like the playful style, and it hasn't
yeah,
exactly pulled off for them, but I think it's really good for Miami.
yeah, yeah, 100%. Like I mean, like I've said, I've always liked the Miami City jerseys for years. Like I remember the one I think it was like from
Yeah,
2017.
it pains me to say, but I agree.
Most notably it was it's gonna stress me out. Um
I don't know which one you're on about, if I'm honest with you.
I can't remember. It was like a black and pink one. The writing was like quite Do you know what I mean? And um,
I'll
yeah,
try. I'll try and get. I'll try and get. I'll try and get a picture up. But yeah, I
yeah,
think. I think it is really nice. I don't think it's top tier.
mm,
I think last year's definitely was. I think it's a bit worse than last year's, but you know they've kept what made the jersey great. And let's be honest, it's gonna be
yeah.
the black and pink one last year's.
Not last year's. It was from a few years ago.
Oh
Because
no, no, I know the one. I know the one. I know the one. I forget what year, but it like Dwayne Wade's last year, so that would have been what 2020.
yeah, D Wade's last year. It was like I think it might have been 2020 or 19 or whatever. But it was like black and pink.
1920 season probably. Yeah,
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 I had that one as well, and that one probably one of my most favorite city jerseys of any team. Like,
yeah,
but that's what I mean. Miami have always liked that. They've always come through with a nice one. I feel like
yeah,
they should revisit that design because that is one of my favorite ones. But this here is nice. Like you said, they've gone for like a playful thing. I'm sure it's so much to do with like kids in hospitals and stuff, like kind of like paying respect to them, and so I'm sure it's so much to do with that. I might be wrong. If I am, someone please correct me. But I really like it. I think they've done a nice job. Like you said, the white, yeah, could have been better, but I like
I
it.
think it's definitely second tier in my opinion.
Mm,
I'd put it
100%.
ahead of Memphis, but behind Houston. I think Houston's is very nice.
100%. I agree. I think yeah. I think it's hard to be it's gonna be hard to top that Houston one in the second tier, to be honest.
True. Milwaukee Bucks up next, and let's be honest, when you have a player like Giannis and you're making him come out in some next level random ass blue with green and white down the side, come on, guys. I don't
Yeah,
like this.
they've not done him any favors there. I do I don't mind it. I'll say I won't say I like it, but I'll say I don't mind it. But I wouldn't wear it either.
No, I
I
think
would,
it's very similar to the Dallas one.
yeah, I can agree. I think
So I'd potentially put it next to the Dallas one, but equally, I don't like the jersey.
no, I can agree with you on either one. I mean, I'm not a massive fan. I don't like I said, I don't mind. I don't think it's horrible, but I don't think it's amazing either.
Yeah, we'll stick it in pretty bland to
Yeah,
level out four of the tiers and then just leave Charlotte on its own at the moment. Um, at the top, Minnesota next, and this is the one that's divided opinion a lot. Before the Warriors one came out, like the Minnesota one was like one of the first ones to be released, and a lot of people didn't like
yeah.
it.
I mean, I think it's kind of dry. Like, I don't
Yeah,
think.
I don't think it's as like calamitous as everyone is saying it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's horrible.
I don't get the point. Like, what? Why is it? Why is it there on like just in the like the top area and then at the bottom left of your shorts? I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like that is probably the weirdest place to put the NBA logo ever
Yeah,
as well. Like, but I'm not a fan at all. Like,
no,
I think that's poor from
yeah.
them. The color, there's just
Middle tier or second bottom tier,
no.
or are we
I
saying as
I
far
I
down as?
I I think it's second bottom. I don't think I can call it mid.
Yeah. Okay. Whereabouts in your plan then? Are we saying it's better than the Brooklyn Nets one?
I think it's worse.
Yeah. I don't think.
I think
Yeah,
it's worse.
it ain't great. It's just a bit of a weird one.
Mm,
Like it doesn't stand out for all the good reasons. It's just a
mm,
bit poor. Just a bit poor. We'll go with the Knicks next. And you know when you talk about how team I said at the start I'm gonna sound like a massive hypocrite here because I said at the start that I look at how different things are. This New
mm.
York jersey doesn't look very different from your average New York jersey, but I really like it.
Honestly, when it came out, I knew I was gonna buy this one. Like, w- I think it's so nice. Like, you're kind of right. It doesn't strike me that much different from regular jerseys. Like, our white one is quite similar, like stuff like that in the design. But one, I like the very old school look that is given off. I
Hmm.
like the way the Nike badges. I like it, the colors. I like. literally, I know it sounds very biased, but I really like it.
No, no,
Honestly,
I completely agree with you, man. Like
I
the
honestly think it's
orange,
one of the nicest ones.
the orange is like the nicest. The orange is the main color. It's obviously orange is the iconic color of the Knicks, and
Mm,
then I just the blue is it's very subtle, but you know it's there.
mm,
I
definitely,
really like it.
I think it's one of the nicest ones. Like out of,
I'd say it's the best one so far that we've looked at.
I want to agree with. I'm gonna agree with you. I can't lie.
Yeah, I think it's the best one we looked so far. I think it's better than Charlotte's.
Mm,
Who knew New
definitely,
York at the top of a tier list? That,
first time in a long time.
that hasn't happened in a very long time. The Pelicans up next. We're nearing the end, and the Pelicans again. I think it's very much like the Minnesota kit, where it's like I don't get it. The colors don't sit well with me.
Mm, I mean, I like the design, but the background colors, like the three stripes that they've got going on, I'm not a fan of. If that wasn't there, I
Well,
would
it was
rate
just
it a lot
regular
more.
purple. Yeah,
With the yeah, I think that was. I don't think that would be nice. Or if there were different colors on it, I just I don't understand it. I'm not really liking it that much. I don't think it's
yeah.
amazing.
The green and the yellow
But
kind of makes no sense with the purple.
yeah, mm,
Like
mm,
you don't have to be you don't have to be a fashion guru to know that those colors don't mix well.
yeah.
I'd say it's on par with Minnesota's though. I wouldn't say it's bottom tier.
No, I don't think it's bomb to you either. I feel like it's still kind of nice-ish, but like yeah, I'd say second to last.
Are we saying it's better than Minnesota's?
Um, yeah,
Yeah, better than Brooklyn's.
yeah,
Better than the Lakers. I think it's better than the Lakers.
yeah. It's got more color
Uh,
to it than the Lakers, isn't
yeah,
it?
and are we saying it's better than the two blue kits, Dallas and Milwaukee?
It's better than the Milwaukee one.
Yeah, right, but not better than the Dallas one. I don't think. Yeah, I can back that. The OKC Thunder, and I think this is very similar to the Knicks one. Not as good, but I like how simplistic it is. You know, I think it
Yeah,
loses points for not like being unbelievably different from
a
their other
very
jerseys,
yeah.
but I do like how simplistic it is. Obviously, the colors are very different as well. The colors are different, you could say. Like OKC's colors are light blue and white, so going with a bit of a darker look here. I just like the darker jerseys by the looks of things.
Mm. I mean, like you said, it's not a very city edition type jersey, but I do like it. I like the colors. I like the even like the Orlando in the middle, the little dark blues, purpley type color around it. I really like it. I think it's just it's nice. I do rate it, and I'd wear that to be honest.
No,
Um,
yeah, it
yeah,
is good. Yeah.
it does definitely lose points for creativity because it's not very creative, but it is nice, and I guess that's the whole point of City Edition jersey, just to be nice. But I think it is really nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'd say it's better than Houston's, but probably not good enough to get into the top tier. I don't know about you.
Um, yeah, I can agree. I definitely put it in the second tier.
Yeah. The Orlando Magic, again, another very simplistic jersey. I don't think it's as good as the Thunder and the Knicks, though. Like at all. Don't know about you. What are we thinking?
Um, I agree. To be honest, I think
Yeah,
yeah, it's not as nice, but it is still in and around the same um like levels. Like it's nice though. I will say.
it's hard to speak on it though because it is just like a regular Orlando jersey,
Yeah,
really, isn't it?
like
Yeah.
kind of like with the other one, like it loses points for creativity. But again, I'd wear that one too.
It is very nice. I'd say it's just mid though. Maybe top of mid, but I'd say like it literally just looks like a regular Orlando jersey.
Yeah, I would say top of mid too. Like it,
Like
like
it looks like they've been. I'm pretty sure they've been wearing this jersey for the last 10 years.
I mean, if there was like a tier between the third and second one, I'd put it there because I do think it's
Yeah,
good,
definitely.
better than mid, but it's not good enough to be in the second tier. So we're gonna have to put it
Yeah,
at the top of mid in it.
yeah, definitely, definitely. We're gonna move on to the Trailblazers one, which like the one with PDX on it, and I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't even like make a note that that was Portland. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure like Portland fans will tell me that PDX means something, distinct
yes.
to Portland. But as a
If it
person who
didn't,
knows
mm,
practically nothing about Portland, the city itself, and I don't follow the team, like genuinely, I had no idea. I had to literally look up whose jersey that actually was.
yeah, if it didn't say like Rip City on the like
Oh yeah, I probably should
waistband,
have looked at that,
I,
shouldn't
I mean, I got to be fair, I only just about realized that like it took like a few of these jerseys. To be fair, I didn't actually know whose team they were for until I like either looked very hard or like searched it up or something. But this is definitely one of them. I'm not a fan of it at all. I don't understand the
No, I'm not
PDX
either.
thing. I
The
don't
blue
like
stripe
the stripe. Yeah,
doesn't strike me as a good. Yeah, I don't get it. Why is it? It doesn't look nice.
it doesn't make sense. Like
It should be further up, I think.
it shouldn't be there at all. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's
I
just,
mean, yeah, you could potentially say that, but I think if it has to be there, I think it should be further up.
yeah, I guess yeah. No, you're right. If it has to be there, it should go across the chest, but it doesn't. It looks so stupid. Like
Other than that, though, it just looks like a very bland jersey with like a weird blue thing
mm,
across the middle.
this definitely looks like something that would have been made on 2K. I know I said it about something else before, but this one looks like it more. This looks like this is
Yeah,
a
at least
2K
the
jersey if
Warriors
I've
one
ever
has a bit.
seen one.
At least the Warriors one has a bit of creativity in it. Like it's bad,
Yeah,
but at
but
least
it's
at least
very
they've tried.
creative.
At
Yeah,
least they've tried.
this one. I don't even know what this effort was. I can't even call it effort because it isn't. Like I feel like they missed the deadline or they were about to miss the deadline for like the
Missed the
City
deadline.
jerseys to come out. Like Nike were like saying, "Yo, Portland, come on, man, we gotta produce these jerseys. Where's it at?" Some guy was like 12:30. He was watching Netflix. He got the email. He was like, "Yo, let me just make this one time." He's like, "Oh, PDX, man, obviously, like whatever the hell that means." And then he pulled out this next level stripe, and then he was like, "Yeah, look, boom." And Nike were like, you know what? We don't have time to fix it. We're just gonna make it. And
People of Portland, we do apologize if I apologize on Sully's behalf if he's just very much
imagine,
insulted your city.
imagine if
But
PDX is like,
yeah,
wait, it's the airport. It's the Portland airport.
oh, is it? Oh, yeah, no, get it out, get it in the bin, get it in the bin, get it in the bin, get it in the bin.
What a stupid thing to put on a jersey. What?
Yeah,
The
no,
airport, bro. That's like if the New Yorker would say JFK on it or something. They're like, bro, that makes no
I don't think that would go down well.
sense.
Yeah, no,
JFK.
yeah,
Also,
no, get it in the bin, get it in the bin, get it in the bin.
stupid jersey, man. Honestly, that has to. I
Philly,
think that's the worst one. You
oh,
know.
never mind. Really, you think that's worse than Golden State?
I think it's the worst one.
Class. All right, we'll put it. Well done, Golden State. You no longer have the worst jersey.
I didn't think that would happen.
Philadelphia 76ers, I think, in terms of creativity, this is the most creative one.
Yeah.
The city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's on the jersey, essentially. What I really like, again, we're not grading shorts, but I like the 76 logo
Mm.
on the bottom of the shorts. I do like that. And I like this. I
I mean,
like the
if they
stripe. I
didn't
like the
put
red
that, I
stripe.
would have. Yeah.
You wouldn't have had a
If
clue.
they didn't put that 76, I would not have had a clue in the world. But
Fair enough.
I
Fair enough. Well,
actually,
again,
I
that
wouldn't
that is
wear it.
that is American knowledge. So I
Yeah.
guess it
I
makes sense.
wouldn't wear it at all, but I
No.
really like it.
Okay. No, I
I really
think
like it.
it's top two tiers in my opinion. Like genuinely, I think the font's good. I like the
Mm.
positioning of the number, like in comparison to the font, the words, and I like the stripe down the side as well.
Definitely. I agree with you on all of that.
Yeah.
I really like it. Just literally, I would rate it more if I would see myself wearing it, which I don't. But I really like it, and I've always been a fan of like Philly jerseys and everything. I quite like Philadelphia in general. Like, I
Yeah.
would like to go one time. We'll go for a 76ers game.
Okay.
But I really like it though. I can agree with you. Top two tiers, definitely,
Yeah,
100%.
I'd put it second tier behind Miami, but in front of Memphis. I think
Mm,
Miami's is better.
yeah.
Yeah. Coming towards the end, final five jerseys that have been released. I don't think Utah's have actually been released yet. I'll have a look, but
No, it
it's
has. It has.
guaranteed. Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's not
Um,
amazing though. You're not
no.
missing out on much.
Okay, fair enough. Phoenix is next, and a lot of people are saying that Phoenix is very nice. I think it's all right.
You see, if that was a Memphis Grizzlies jersey, I'd be like, that's really nice because it seems like it should be a Grizzlies jersey.
No
If not,
shout. No, I get you. Like if instead of the sun, if that was like the Grizzlies
like,
logo,
yeah, it would just look fine in it. And I'm saying it's still nice, but
I just
I don't
think
know. There's
I think they've missed the beat with the blue. I don't think blue is the right color.
Yeah, I really like the design and the all of it. I just don't like the primary color of the jersey. I think the blue, like I like the trimming around the edge and everything. I think that's nice. I just think that the main blue color is just like very a poor choice from them. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
How far does that bring your like appreciation of the jersey down? Do we still reckon it's second tier, or
I
would we
don't.
go
I
as
mean,
far as to
obviously
say
the main color is quite important to the whole thing. Like, I really like the design and stuff, but I feel like it has to be mid for me. Like, just because
no?
if it
I
was like
agree.
the main color was nice, but the secondary trim and everything wasn't, it's not that much of a big difference. But this is obviously the main, like one of the main focal points of the jersey. So I feel like you have to put it down quite a bit. But
Yeah.
they're quite unlucky with that one, to be fair, because like I really like the sun in the middle with the number underneath it, everything like that. I really like it, but
Yeah.
they've messed up with the color.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think it'll be the top of mid. I'm gonna put it in the top of mid.
Yeah, I come back to you. I come back to you.
Sacramento, and like this screams bland. This jersey, it's like they haven't even tried. Like
Honestly, I think they were another
with the
pick
other
of.
ones,
Mm,
with the Thunder one, with the New York one, and even to some cases the Orlando one, it does still look nice. Like this Sacramento one, I don't even think looks that nice.
mm, yeah, it doesn't look nice actually. Like it honestly is dry. Like
Yeah,
it's just I wouldn't wear it either. That is horrible.
it's a very safe pick.
It's
Like
not
I won't
even
put it.
safe because it's boring. Like
I'd say it passes, but it's probably bottom of the fourth tier. I won't put it in the fifth tier.
yeah, no,
Like
you're right. Actually, you're right.
fifth tier
This
is like
is
design disasters essentially almost.
yeah. This isn't because I mean there is no design. Like it has to go bland, but honestly, at the bottom of bland is the only place it could be. It
Yeah.
is honestly like they've not tried either. They were another set of that was another team that they got the email an hour before the deadline, and they were like, "Oh," and like he was like, "It's fine. I'll literally just get the normal jersey that we made and change the color, and no one will know."
Yeah, exactly.
For
But
for
bottom of bland, bottom of bland.
yeah.
Now we're gonna move on to what I think is my favorite kit,
I
the
think yeah.
the San Antonio Spurs. We said the blue was not the deal for the Suns, but this Spurs jersey is very nice in my opinion.
Yeah, I really like it. I was literally just looking at it before you said it because I wasn't because the order of what I've got is slightly different to the order that you've gone. But the Spurs one is very nice. I like the color, I like the design, the trim, everything. I think they've smashed it, honestly.
Yeah,
Like I think it definitely gives like City jersey vibes, 100%.
I
Like if
think
you see that,
I think it's mental that so far four of our top five jerseys are San Antonio, Charlotte, OKC, and Houston. Like you're gonna lose a lot this season, but you're at least gonna look good whilst doing it.
oh yeah, definitely. Like at least they're gonna like like if they're giving their jerseys away to fans, fans are gonna be happy because
Yeah,
they're gonna have some nice jerseys. You know what I mean? and I feel like it's good for these teams because let's be honest, their attendance at the games aren't going to be very high. So at least people are going to buy the nice jerseys, so they're going to make their money somewhere.
Yeah, I think like the only dud thing about the Spurs one is the random just pink shoulder on the left. But that's
I
like
didn't
there's
even
literally
realize.
there's no other pink on the jersey. It's like they put it in the wash with a red sock, and it's only affected that bit. It's like it used to be orange, but now it's just pink, and that's just how it's got to be. But literally, like the U being the Spurs logo, the font, like we've bagged on silly looking fonts, except Miami's
Mm,
really. But like I like the font as well. So
yeah,
so I think
I
it's an
can agree with you.
inspirational jersey. I
It is very
I
inspirational.
I I put it ahead of New York. I'd say it's the best one, but I'd understand if you want to argue against it.
I don't think it's better than New York's one, man. I think it's close, but I don't think it's better than New York's. I can't lie.
I'll respect the opinion, and I'll let you have it. So I'll stick it second, in front of Charlotte.
I do think there is one that is nicer than the New York one though, and it is coming.
Is it the Toronto one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a nice jersey, man.
And you know what? For once, yeah, and don't get me wrong, I love when they do it. They've gone away from the usual like old school with the dinosaur thing that they do like every second year.
Let's be honest though. That one with the dinosaur is one of the best jerseys ever made.
Yeah, it's goated. It's a goated jersey, and I'm not taking that away. But I'm glad that they've tried something because I
Correct
mean,
correct me if
every
I'm
oh,
wrong. This is paying homage to their championship run. Like this is very
championship,
similar
yeah, 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 the
to their
championship,
away strip. Then
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, they're clearly aiming at some sort of success this year, which good on them because they're actually playing quite good. Um, I really like it. Honestly, if it was just black and gold, I would like it, but not as much. But it's the detailing that they've gone with the
yeah. It's
jersey, and
like
I
it's not
think
just black. Yeah,
it makes a big difference. And I honestly, I think and it's got also because obviously like the Drake brand with the OVO has like got a big impression with the Toronto team obviously so that it's got like as well as paying homage to the championship it's got a lot of like the Drake brand um within like so it's kind of a mix of both like and I'm sure he like actually released the jersey with like the team as well. So I know there's a lot of influence there, and that honestly makes me like it a lot more as well. I think that is has to be the best one, but out of the bunch, I think they've
no,
done
I completely agree with you.
they've done the
But
best job there.
I didn't notice the sheer detail in like in the
Mm,
background. Like it's not just black.
yeah, I
So yeah,
think they well, like hats off to them. They've done a solid effort with that one.
yeah. Penultimate penultimate jersey. We'll go with Utah. It's not on the tier list that I've got here, but
Yeah.
we can attribute it. It do you have you seen the just bringing back the old like Carmelo, um,
Mm,
John Stockton, the
type.
purple and with like
Yeah.
the mountain. I like that jersey in my opinion. You said you're not missing. I'm not missing much, but I like that jersey
I think they should have left in the past, if you're asking me.
for
I
real.
like the paying respect or like bringing back the old school type, like because a lot of old school jerseys were very, very nice. This, I don't think is one of them. Again, I mean,
I think that's a
it's
bit
a
of a
bit
hot take in the NBA community. You know,
really
I think it is.
like I
Like
really no.
when people say like name me a retro jersey, this is one of the ones that a lot of people come up with because
Really, I
it is
I
iconic.
I mean, if you're asking me to name retro jerseys, I'd name the old school Atlanta Hawks one and the Raptors and the New York and possibly the Chicago one before I'm naming the Utah Jazz. I'd even go as far to say I'd name in the Suns as well with like the old school Charles Barkley
No, yeah,
type
that was
Suns.
nice. That was a nice jersey.
Way,
But yeah, I think this is like this was worn during Utah's glory era. You could potentially put
yeah.
it. So I think
No,
a lot
I
of
I
people.
can respect that. I can respect that. And
Yeah,
but I just think it's one of them. Like in the past, it was probably nice, and as a retro jersey, it's nice. But bringing the retro into the current City. I don't like that specific one. I don't, not a fan. I can respect the fact that you like it and other people will like it because obviously it has a lot of history to it, and it was the last time the Utah Jazz were actually good post season. So I'll allow it, but I'm not a big fan. And yeah,
I mean,
that's
I'd
all
put
I'll
it
have to
second.
say.
I'd put it second tier. Maybe towards the back end of it, but I'd put it second tier.
That's fine. I'll allow it.
Okay, and then we'll finally end off on a pretty woeful jersey, in my opinion.
Yeah, Jesus Christ,
Washington's.
that's horrific.
Like
Oh
you
my
can't
God.
you can't see on because it only shows the jersey on the tier list, but there's like a weird blue fade towards the back end of the shorts. It,
Yeah, man,
it
that is
looks like
awful.
something that somebody would wear to like a festival or something.
I'm getting like, street performers. It's
Yeah,
giving
yeah,
me
yeah.
street performer vibes. I'm not a
Like,
fan of that at all.
I'm not walking into who owns Washington's stadium. I don't know. I forget. I'm not stadium arena. I'm not walking into Washington's arena and seeing them in this bright pink strip and thinking, "Damn, this is gonna be a tough game." I'm just staying. I don't know.
I mean, I swear, who is their owner? I forget as well. I'm searching it up. Um,
Like,
oh,
I,
I don't know who that guy is.
yeah, but like I don't know. Like, I think it's very similar to Sacramento's, but like they've tried to go out of the box by doing a pink strip and it just hasn't worked. Like
Yeah,
it's very bland in its like creation in the way that it is just Washington and then a number. There isn't anything
yeah,
else that's distinctive.
yeah,
There's no real design to it. It's just
mm,
a color. I just don't
yeah,
like with Phoenix. I think the design could potentially be top tier, but because of the color, it brings it down a lot. And this color
100%,
ain't it.
100%. Absolutely not. I think they were onto something and then they ruined it. Um, apart from them. And I mean, I was gonna say I don't think Bradley Beal would like wearing that, but I don't think he's wearing any Washington jersey at the moment. So, it's I can't really say that, but it's dry, and the
Yeah,
shorts make it even worse.
yeah. I'd put it top end of getting the bin though, like bottom tier. I'd put it top end of bottom tier, just because it is a safe jersey. Like it doesn't have any. It doesn't have any.
Outstanding like designs and anything like that. Like it doesn't
Yeah,
have anything overly outside the box. So I can agree with you there.
yeah. Well, I mean that'll do it. That is our tier list for the NBA City Edition jerseys, and overall from it, we decided that the jerseys have just been getting worse. But there have been some nice jerseys in there though. Like
No, I
that
do
12
agree.
is very nice.
I think the City jerseys each year get worse and worse. I remember like there's so many City jerseys that I actually own that are so nice, and I just every year I feel like there's less and less of them that I actually want to own. But like this year, you'd see me buy maybe two of them, and that's
Yeah.
if I actually do. The New York one definitely getting a cup. Maybe the Toronto one. I don't know.
I
It
think
is very
I
nice
think
though.
if I had to buy three, it'd be Chicago's because it's Chicago. I do
Yeah.
like Phoenix's despite the color, and
Mm.
then probably New York's. Yeah, all San Antonio's.
To be fair, yeah, that's true. The Spurs one is nice. I don't think I'd be able to pull it
I
off
think
though.
I don't know about you, but if any jersey encapsulates Jeremy Sochan, it's that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a future MVP right there, future All-Star player, future Hall of Famer, obviously future champ as well, and Finals MVP probably. I mean, we watched the Spurs beat the Warriors, and Soshan again in the starting five, doing what he does best. The
Again,
guys
like
go,
a lot of people, have you seen like a few NBA players are saying he's kind of like he's doing what Dennis Rodman used to do, like
yeah,
making opposition players just feel like unbelievably uncomfortable on the court by like
yeah.
grabbing them
I've
in
been
weird
seeing
places. And yeah,
a lot of people are comparing him to Rodman, and I'm just saying Rodman is a three-time champ, four-time champ actually. Let me
yeah,
correct myself there.
yeah.
So if Rodman's a four-time champ,
Exactly,
do you know,
exactly. Yeah,
I'm not gonna be the one to say it, but he probably should get Rookie of the Year without a doubt in my mind. Then nobody comes close to the boy.
been a good rookie. Like I think the rookie there is definitely something we should talk about in the future, especially given
Oh yeah,
that the recent standings coming out saying that from NBA saying that like Banchero dropped down to number 3. So it's looking like it's going to be a little bit more competitive than we thought,
Yeah,
especially with the Pacers doing well. If the Pacers
yeah,
do well, then
definitely.
Mathurin might have a chance.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
100%. I
saying.
think like the rookie of the year race is a lot more competitive than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to be a very good season. But that is us
100%.
ranking the City Edition jerseys. We will definitely talk a little bit more about the season coming up. But that will do for today's podcast episode. Make sure you like and subscribing. Comment down below what you guys think about this year's City Edition jerseys. And yeah, me and Sully will hopefully see you guys together next week. Hopefully we'll get a few videos done. In the meantime, we're both busy men though, so who knows. So yeah, make sure you like and
Oh,
subscribe, and like I say, comment down below, follow all the socials in the description, including the TikTok. And yeah, me and Sully will see you guys next week. Peace.